everybody. This is Jeff Phillips with Accounting Fly. We're doing Meet This Firm, and today we're talking with Sikich, a large mid-market firm in the Midwest, which incidentally is a very rapidly growing firm, and I can't wait to learn more. So I want to bring in Tim Mastrino, who is a talent acquisition specialist at Sikich. Tim, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Tim. All right, so Tim, I'm guessing you're out of the Naperville headquarters. Is that right?
That is right. So I work out of Naperville headquarters. I live in the suburbs here of Chicago. The headquarters has about 250 employees. It's our biggest office, but the others are certainly growing and trying to catch up.
So, Tim, you've been at Sikich for almost a year now. What's a little bit about your background?
Sure. Yeah. So I have a little bit over 5 years experience both in recruiting and talent acquisition, dating back to about 2010. I started in the agency recruiting, working on a variety of different skill sets, then worked myself into a small logistics firm, recruiting for their entire organization. And then I was fortunate to land a position here at Sikich, and now I head up the entire CPA practice talent acquisition team for all of our offices firm wide. And I help them support everything from internship level all the way on up to even partners. So it gives me a great chance to work really closely with the main decision makers here.
So, Sikich, not too long ago was a small operation in Naperville,
Yeah.
Illinois, and has really a very large footprint. When somebody asks you to give a headline on Sikich, what is it?
Headline, I would say, watch out. Uh, we're definitely growing right now, and we have a lot of exciting things, in the works, and our leadership in this organization is really second to none. They have, really a great understanding of the market, and an idea of where we want to take our firm as a whole. We do public accounting. That's what a lot of people know us for. But there's a lot of others that know us for our technology practice and our advisory services. So we are more known as a professional services firm, and I think that's appealing to a lot of our clients that we offer so many different services, and I think that is one of the main contributors to our growth.
Um, so your focus is CPAs. Let's say we're a senior associate or a manager supervisor is watching this, and they're a high performer, and they're talking with Sikich about coming on board in one of your different locations. What do high performers expect if they're effective and when they work at Sikich?
Yeah, for those individuals, the future is very bright for them. We trust our hiring process a lot to bring on, the right fit for us and people that are capable and come in being high performers from day one. And if there's any areas that they need development in, we can certainly help. We have an award-winning program called Sikich University that helps them in any given areas, whether it's a technical function directly related to accounting, or if it's a softer skill like communication or email management. And again, like I mentioned, that's been recognized, and that's just one piece that really helps us develop our personnel as if they're in need of that development. But you know. When you're well on your way and you're performing well at our firm, the future, like I said, is very, very bright. In fact, we just had, if not, I think it's probably our youngest, if not, probably our second youngest partner made or his promotion. So he went from senior manager to partner at the age of 30 years old, which is really uncommon. But it just kind of goes to show that you work hard here and you perform well, you're going to get places here, and it's not just a dead end.
I think there's a lot of senior managers who probably just heard that and are asking how did that happen, and what is unique about Sikich that made that happen. Can you go a little deeper on what led to that?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that's our leadership's ability to recognize talent, which is really the driver for that. And the fact that we're growing is allows us to actually present these opportunities to those that are deserving of it, and have worked hard for it. So some of those things I alluded towards earlier about different service lines and the growth of our firm, they all present these opportunities where people can look into a promotion. That was a bad answer. We'll have to cut that one out.
That's fine. I can cut the question if you want. But when we market this thing, that's going to be the headline. I mean, you got a partner at 30. That's freaking crazy. So Tim, I imagine there's some managers or supervisors watching this saying, "Wait, you just had a 30-year-old at your firm become partner. What is it about Sikich that makes that happen?"
Yeah, well, the great thing about that is that he's not the only one that's been promoted at a young age, or younger in his career. We've had partners that have really seized opportunities to grow their careers and have taken advantage of the different resources we've had and really connected with our clients, and because of that, our leadership and our main decision makers, see it fit to bring these people into the next level and allow them to spread their wings even more and really impact the business, with all of our different employees.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's very unique. So, same group, these seniors or managers who are looking at a firm like Sikich, or maybe evaluating going into the Big Four, staying at the Big Four. What is the value proposition for working at Sikich versus Big Four or private industry?
Sure. Yeah, there's a number of reasons that I like to tell, especially the students that I talk with, because that's always a big question I get. What's the difference between our firm and Big Four? And really there's pros and cons of each. But the pros that we have, we're really, we like to obviously expand on them and tell, dig a little bit deeper into, why we are such a great company. And a couple of those things are, we're still a mid-sized firm and we're growing right now. So your exposure to the different levels here at Sikich is that much greater. Our partners are working with everyone from our internship level all the way on up to our senior managers and everyone in between, which we think is pretty unique. We think that's special that you get a chance to work so closely with people that have been in the industry for 20, 30, 40 years. We think that's a really great advantage for someone coming in that's new to the industry. Also, the clients that we work with are small to mid-sized type firms. So when you're hired into our firm, we hire you, knowing that you're capable of really having impactful business, communication with these members. So you're actually communicating directly with those main decision makers at the clients, and we're not putting you in a corner and not letting you, get some exposure into why decisions are being made. We empower you to really make business decisions and take initiative and talk directly with the clients, which we think is such a huge plus for your own personal growth. And then just some other tidbits is that the engagements that we're on, whether it be audit or tax, they're all local. So you're not traveling a ton. You're not living out of a suitcase necessarily. You're going home to your own beds at night, and most of the commutes are all within driving distance on the same day. So.
Um, you've actually told us a lot about the culture in these answers, but is there anything else just about the culture of the firm, what it's like working there for CPAs that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think, a few things about our culture is, we're still a growing firm. So because of that, there's still a lot of room to impact the business, even just as an individual. So we're looking for, people that, fit that entrepreneurial spirit, or maybe the better word would be a high initiative type of spirit that, can look at something and say, hey, I can make this do better, or I can make this better. I can do better on this, particular process. And we allow you the chance to do that. And if it tries and fails, then we learn the lesson. If it tries and succeeds, then everyone's going to be better for it. So we like that type of a mindset, coming into the firm. Beyond that, I think we really pride ourselves, and I think we do a great job at really providing a flexible work schedule. I think we are a people-oriented or employee-oriented type of company that really looks at our employees and says, hey, how can we make experience at Sikich even greater? We actually just updated our parental leave policy. We've increased the amount of time that parents can spend with their children after birth. Those types of things that are employee centric are really important to us. So that they're attracted to our firm and they're working, but they're also able to spend a good balance at home as well with their families or their hobbies or loved ones, whatever it might be.
Nice. Um, There's some really progressive things going on there, which is exciting to hear. That Sikich has a lot of locations, probably a lot of open positions, and I know that they can learn about it on Accounting Fly. They can learn about your open positions on your website. Any open positions right now that come to mind that you guys are trying to fill that you want to talk about?
Yeah, the big ones that come to mind right now would be actually it's for all of our biggest four offices. So Naperville, Milwaukee, Springfield, and Indianapolis all have an open audit senior position. Um, and then also for Naperville, Springfield, and Indy as well, we have audit manager positions available, in those respective offices. So those are like the hot two right now. Senior level is always hot. Anyone you talk to, in the public accounting industry is going to say seniors, but we're looking to hire the right people and show you what makes us great.
Um, I encourage, if you guys are watching this, please check out Sikich's website, check out their Accounting Fly profile, connect with Tim and the team from Sikich. This is a special place, and if you're in the Midwest, you've got to check them out. Tim, thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you.